Hi guys, Terry here. Hey, I am starting work on my second Riley Blake bench pillow kit. So this is an Easter one. I thought I would get it done by Easter. I did the fall one last fall, and I just did not get this done before Easter. We've been running around like crazy people. So I'm so excited to make it. Here's what the finished pillow is going to look like. Isn't that fun? It comes in a box like this. This is a few years ago that Riley Blake came out with these. There's one for each month. I picked the fall one and this Easter one, and I didn't like the look of the Christmas one. I think I want to find something that's Christmas stockings or something. So I didn't like the one that they had. But there's really cute ones from each month. So where I started was it told you how to, here's what we're going to sew. So it's going to have 3 flowers, some chicks, some eggs, and then a basket. Isn't that cute? So there's a lot of little pieces. So it started by telling you how to subcut all the little pieces that they included in the kit. And then it's got the sewing instructions. So it's got really good detailed instructions on it. And it had this big background piece. It was this little confetti piece here. So I've got all the pieces cut and I put them in here. I labeled them with little Post-its. I've got each one labeled with what it goes to, how they said to label it, and then I've just got them clipped on here with my little clips. And I've got a lot of extra fabric. I don't know what I'm going to make with that. It's the problem with quilting, right? We always have all the little bits and pieces left over. This will be the binding. Won't that be so cute? A little striped along the outside of the pillow. I think that's going to be fun. I've got some off-white fabric for the back of it. So yeah, I'm just ready to assemble all of my little bits and pieces here. So the last one went together quickly. The cutting, I think, takes the longest part. But yeah, so it's just going to be sewing all of these together. There's a lot of little pieces. But I hopefully did a good job of labeling them all. And then it should take me maybe just half a day to sew it together. But I think it's going to be really fun. So I wish I'd gotten it done before Easter, but it'll still be something springy here. And then I think I don't know that I'll have one for each month, but it would be nice to have maybe quarterly, something to just, the change in seasons. So I'll have a summer one, an Easter, springtime one, the autumn, fall one, and then maybe something for Christmas. So I've got the pillow, and I think what's nice about this is you've just got the pillowcase, and you can just keep those stored and then throw it on the pillow for each season. So not too much to store. It doesn't take up a lot of space. So I'm excited. We'll see how this turns out. And I'll keep you guys apprised. Hey guys, on this Riley Blake pillow for the Easter layout, this flower here, this green stem is only 3/4 of an inch. So I normally don't pin my pieces, but I found for this really, really thin green piece, I sewed it to the first one, but then I'm having to pin it to get that stem down the middle of it. So I really suggest pinning it so that your pins can hold this other seam out of the way, and then you're going to stitch over here. 3/4 of an inch is not very big when we're doing little 1/4 inch seams. So I probably do something a little bit wider than 1/4 of an inch, and it usually doesn't matter as long as you're consistent with your 1/4 inch, you're okay. But this one's going to be a really skinny piece there, so don't have any qualms about pinning it so that you can put it together. Wanted to give you that tip. Okay, I need to iron it, but there, it came out pretty good. So there's the flower stem. Okay, they turned out good. Now I'm going to add the flowers to the top. They turned out pretty good. It was very hard. I ironed from the back and flattened that green out, but there is not much of it showing. Okay, I have got the flowers together. There's some tall ones and some short ones. And I have the basket together. It's amazing how many tiny pieces there are in these stinking eggs. And then look how cute the little chicks are. So the only thing I'm disappointed with in the instructions, I have to make a chick that is reversed, and it says to follow the instructions, just do them opposite. Well, there's a lot of pieces here that you're snowballing and putting on there, so I'm hoping I can figure out what the exact opposite is. Otherwise, I'm going to put together, and the chicks are all going to be facing the same way. So, this is the grass along the bottom. This is going to be the border. I think the binding is going to be this stripe. It's going to be so cute along the outside of the pillow. So I don't have much more to do. I've got my square pieces. Let me show you. I'm really to the point where I have each of the big things made. I've got to make this chick that's reversed, and then it's just a matter of sewing on these big background pieces. So it's really come together. I worked on it most of, partially yesterday. So it took me more time to cut everything than to sew it, but I'm really happy with how it's coming together. So let me get the rest of this together and I'll be ready to show you the pillow. Okay, I got the opposite chick made. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I did have to keep reminding myself when I was doing all the snowballing, look at the picture and then make sure I was doing it. If the diagonal was this way, make it go this way. So he turned out really cute. So love it. Okay, now let me get the rest of the background sewn to the pieces and we will be 99% done. Okay, I have the many pieces together. Oh my gosh, it turned out so cute. I'm so happy with it. It's amazing how much of the basket, top and bottom, I lost. So I wish I had made these smaller. But it's going to be on a pillow. I mean, nobody's going to be looking that closely at it. So I had to put the backing on, and then of course this fun striped edging that's going to be on it. It's going to be so stinking cute. I just love it. So I'm telling myself that I didn't miss this Easter. I'm early for next Easter, right? So I think it turned out so fabulously cute. So I'll tell you, it's a lot of little pieces, and I don't know how I could have done the 1/4 inch any closer to the edge of my foot. So I had to trim a lot of it down. But between the sky and the grass, I was able to even the pieces out, and I think it turned out good. So it's a little bit, mine turned out a little bit smaller. It called for these pieces to be 11.5, and mine were 10.5 inches tall. And I think it's just because you're stitching together so many tiny pieces. So the chicks are supposed to have little feet, so I think I'm going to hand embroider those. And I might put a little black little dot for the eyes on the chicks. Overall, I'm super happy with how it turned out. I can't wait to get the backing on it. I think I'm just going to do a off-white backing on it. I think I have some fabric left over from when I made the fall one. So I'll put that back on. The pattern does explain how to do the back of the pillow so that there's an overlap in the back and you can squeeze in the big pillow. It's a little bit smaller than a body pillow. I think it's 16. Oh, the finished size is 38 by 16. So look at how that border's going to look on it. So I can't wait to see it on the pillow. On my blog post, I'll put a picture of the pillow sitting on the bench that I've got down in the basement. And I appreciate you watching. I hope you do something fun in your craft room this week. It's supposed to rain this weekend, so maybe we can all be inside getting some scrapbooking done or some card making or some quilting. So have fun, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.